Good afternoon and good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday to you all. I know you guys are probably excited about watching the basketball game tonight. I even was watching the Devin Haney undisputed championship down there in Australia live last night. It was a really, really good boxing match. It went the entire 12 rounds, but nonetheless, I'm happy for that brother beating on that. I think he was Greek, but it was fighting out of Australia. And he is now the undisputed champ. He is undefeated on all accounts. But today we're going to take a journey with my trip to Medellin, Colombia. I hope you guys enjoy this. Took quite some time to put this together, but nonetheless, please enjoy and please like, share, and subscribe. Right now, I'm in a Colombia burger spot close to my villa, and I just want to show you guys the menu. I'm about to dive into some of this food, and that's in pesos, not dollars, guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Me and my buddy is our early morning Saturday, 7:10, 7:15 in Medellin, Colombia, and we got checked. We got checked. The police, two police on a bike, one bike, two policemen jumped off, was smiling, and they were like giving hand gestures. We thought, oh, because we're big Americans. They're like, oh no, we want to check you. And so we put our hands up right here in the open. This is where we are, right here in the open. Again, it's still early, not too many people out. The only people out are the construction workers, as you can see. You see those guys right there working. Then he went through my bag here. We're about to go on a tour, and he asked him the same thing. I didn't know he was asking me. He was getting checked over here by one police officer, and I was getting checked by the other. And on our translator app, we was like, hey, why are you checking us? He said, hey, this is routine in Colombia. We was like, oh, and we don't know if it was routine for foreigners, routine for black people, or both, or routine for like just random people. Because I know we're just standing out here, but there's nothing here. This is a shopping district, right? Restaurants and stores. There's no one out here. If we was in, I'm pretty sure they were checking us for drugs. But anyway, wanted to point that out because it happened to us. If you come to Colombia, don't be alarmed, but don't have no drugs or illegal shit. I'm trying to tell you. Right. Because they jumped off that bike and they were nice. They were smiling. They wasn't aggressive. But boy, were we shocked. And what you think?
It took a lot of me not to say anything stupid to them to get in trouble.
Because they were white Colombians.
White Colombians. They see two big black guys or whatever. You know, I'm 6'2". Right here is 5'11", 6 feet. So it, felt like I'm back in America.
So no matter where you go in the world, welcome to white supremacy. Just dropped off our first stop on the Water Tape tour, and I'm going to Daniel's, meaning the bathroom. Beautiful Colombia. We are outside of Medellin right now. I really don't know where we are, but I just want to look around very quickly. There go our bus. We're out here in the country somewhere. I have no idea. What's going on, guys? Out here in the country in Colombia, very beautiful. At some sort of house restaurant, I don't know, very beautiful. I don't know if this guy is Pablo Escobar. I know that's the big thing when people come to Colombia, they want to go to Medellin. Let's see if you can catch him in the background. That picture right there. It's beautiful up here. We're in the mountains in Colombia, and it's absolutely beautiful. They got some shops up here and a lot of freaking bugs. I haven't got bitten until I was here. Got some chickens up here. Very beautiful, very laid out, very well. What? Oh yeah. Nah, I'm not going over there and taking no pictures with no hat. I can tell you that. Hey, the Colombian hat is different than the Mexican hat, but it's still a hat with a bunch of colors on it. I'm good. What's going on, everyone? I'm still in Guadatepe, or El Pino is the town. I'll show you the sign over here very quickly. But this is one of the most beautiful places in Colombia. Again, a lot of the scenery you're seeing here is really well kept, as you can tell. All the mountains that we've seen in Colombia are grass, and again, this is the one I was talking about right here. How to say the name, El Pino. So if I'm butchering that, I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know. But this is another area where we just had lunch. We had some pinto beans, Spanish rice, I believe, grilled chicken, doing a 360 here. So you see the area that I'm in. Very quick. We're in, I guess, the favelas of Colombia, Comuna 13, which is one of the most notorious and dangerous areas when Pablo Escobar was alive. There's so much art everywhere, it's beautiful. It's also known as the graffiti tour. Look at that site over there. That's the other favelas, other side of the favelas that we're in. All the favelas in Rio and Brazil and Colombia are in the mountains. Big ass ants. And we're still going up. Yes, we are in the mountains. In Comuna 13, which is one of the, again, most dangerous places to be when Pablo Escobar is alive. Now it's a tourist attraction, and it's not dangerous, at least during the day it's not. And we're just looking at all the art throughout the entire area. That's why I call it the graffiti tour, because I guess when you don't do art on canvas and you do it on the side of buildings, as you see here, it's called graffiti, but it is absolutely gorgeous art. Now we're walking through what they call the favelas of Colombia, and like in Brazil, but this is Comuna 13, which Pablo Escobar essentially ran. It was the most dangerous favela in Colombia, but now it's a tourist attraction. There's a lot of beautiful art. There's a lot of tourism here. So when you look at it, it's trying to give you guys a 360 very quickly. You see the lady on the wall right there. Yeah, so there's actually a lot to see here. And there's beautiful art everywhere. And Colombia is not a third world country. If anything, it's a second world country or a 1-2 country. And I'm just sticking by it because I'm in one of the ghettos, so-called, and I've been to my ghettos in DC when it was ran down. Even though they live on top of each other, right beside each other, they've used the space very smartly. And again, they've made everything art. Look at this. There you have it. cable car in Medellin.
I got you.
Looking at the entire city.
I'm not forgetting you.
It is very, very small.
You love it.
And it's about,
It's great up here.
if you include
wanna
the
look down?
Americans, it's
You
15 people in here.
You
But
see.
it's only supposed to be 8. These Americans are grande, Americanos.
Americano.
I think that half of my pictures were food. Man, I probably gained like 12, 15 pounds all in my stomach. I know if you saw the beginning of the videos in my pictures and then towards the end, my stomach just was ballooning up because of maybe all the rice. We don't eat a lot of rice here. We eat a lot of vegetables and lean meats and shakes and things of that nature. So I have to probably lose 20 as I gain 15. But I just wanted to show that to you guys very, very quickly. I know that you saw with a lot of the art that they was displaying Black Colombians, but as I was showing different video clips, I was showing the people, and you didn't see that many Black, call them Afro-Colombians. That's because majority of the Afro-Colombians actually live in Cali, Colombia, or Cartagena, Colombia, which is north of our position. I know Cartagena is on the shore that's north of Medellin. I think I'm maybe a little bit off. I don't recall if Cali, Colombia is north or south of Medellin, but we wanted to go to Medellin and look at some of the Pablo Escobar. And actually we met his brother. So that one of the pictures that ended at the end of me shaking a gentleman's hand, he's around his mid 70s, but that is Roberto Escobar. Okay. That's Roberto Escobar, who was the accountant for the Cali cartel, which Pablo Escobar was a head of. So he employed his brother. His brother did, I think, 14 years in jail nonetheless, but now he's living in that exact tour that we were on. We found out that he's making $100,000 a month on that tour. So there's a lot of things that I want to really deconstruct, not in this video. I just wanted to show you that traveling is one of the most wonderful experiences that I continue to enjoy each and every year. And I want to encourage you to do right by your money so you can have some of the same experiences. Maybe you don't want to go to Colombia. You know, earlier this year, my wife and my family and I, we went to Accra, Ghana, and we went to a safari, and we went to certain tours within Ghana as well for 2 weeks. Next year, we're planning on going to Cape Town, South Africa. Right now, we're looking between Johannesburg and Cape Town, but I think we're leaning towards Cape Town. And we may even look into some investment properties down there in South Africa as well. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the trips that we love to take because we understand that there's melanated people around the world. And there's history, there's present day accounts to be told. And I want to share with that not only the enjoyment of all the different food we enjoy and the drinks that we've had, but also the people themselves, the culture. It really encouraged us to learn Spanish a lot more because, believe it or not, there are a lot, and I hate using this term. You know, I won't even use it. There are a lot of melanated Latinas and Latinos. So I would like to display that. So next year, we're already planning to go to Costa Rica. I believe is one of the neighboring countries. I know Venezuela is neighboring to Colombia, so my geography may be off. But nonetheless, that's our next trip. because we saw some of the indigenous people of Colombia. They look very native, if I could say that. Okay, they didn't look melanated Latino. They didn't look white Colombia or even Afro Colombia, whatever term you want to use. They looked just kind of native. They had somewhat of a high medium melatonin tone, but they were not white. Okay, they were not the light-skinned Colombians as you saw. So depending on what you want to experience, do your research. Again, we targeted Medellin because all of the history and the infrastructure and things of that nature. But I heard Cali is just as safe and built up as well. They said, of course, Cartagena has a high violence, and I'm thinking mostly because it's majority melanated. But we saw a lot of our brothers and sisters, Black Americans, Foundation Black Americans, were actually traveling to Cartagena, to the beach and things of that nature. So it's probably no other dangerous than Copacabana, Brazil, because we were there as well, and we didn't encounter any troubles at all. But again, we travel in groups with at least 2 people at all times when we're traveling at night. So ladies and gentlemen, please do right by yourself, do right by your family. By all means, we have this whole big world out here. And the only thing that you're experiencing in your very anecdotal experiences is what you are experiencing in your home, in your environment, in your community, and probably your state. Yeah, America changes very little from state to state, but the world changes from continent to continent. And I want you guys to go out and enjoy this. Thank you, Jermaine Anderson. I see Lisa D in the chat. Jay Darnell, thank you all for joining me. And again, I do want to break down some time later because there's so much going on in the media. And I see a lot of my brothers in the Black media. I see Professor Black Truth getting a lot of excellent commentary. Tariq Nasheed, Phil Scott, TD Hip Hop and media. A lot of these guys are just playing a lot of the news. So I wanted to take a break out and just show you a different experience, because every now and again, if you notice, even the people you subscribe to and follow, they travel the world and give you the content, but they also are enjoying life at the same time. You guys have a great and wonderful Sunday. I'm out.